Alright, the next video is going to cover school setup. Now, whenever you created your organization, you became the organization administrator by default. That means that you get the opportunity to administer all of the schools within your organization. You can create school administrators, and what they should be able to do is they should be able to get to any information concerning their own school, but they will not be able to get to information about other schools. Now, as an organization administrator, you do have a home school that you belong to because you have to belong to a school, but as an administrator, you have the ability to change that school. Now, you'll notice that on most of the pages, as you're logged in as an administrator, you get a drop down here that allows you to select a school. Well, right now you only have one school in your organization, so let's go ahead and add an additional school to your organization. So we'll come to Admin Schools, and we will add this new school, and the name of the school will be BSKO Branch School. Doesn't really have a web address. Primary style is still karate. Address line is 567 Oak Lane, and this one is in Austell, Georgia, 30303. We don't necessarily need to fill in all of the contact information, but now let's move on to the published school info. And you'll see that this checkbox causes the school's information to be published on the Who Uses Marshall Management page available from the main welcome screen. This will publish the individual school on that page. Not only do you get the opportunity to publish your organization, but you can publish individual schools. Also too, there's another feature called the comprehensive calendar. If you want this school to participate in the comprehensive calendar, which means that you can pull down a combined list of all things on the calendar for all schools, then you can set your school up this way. Now, one of the features is that if you select this, then you get to select the background. So let's say the background for this will be coral. So this school, all its information appears in coral. And so if you set up each school with a different background color, then you can differentiate on the comprehensive calendar exactly which classes belong to which school by looking at the color of the background. All right, so let's go ahead and save this one. And now we'll come up to the My Test School that we had created earlier, and we will make this one be in yellow-green. And we'll save that, and we'll also cause that one to be printed on the Who Uses Marshall Management page as well. And so that's how you go in and create a new school. Now, if you'll notice, whenever we go back to the main screen, your test school is the one that defaults, but now you have the branch. When you select that branch, now everything you do revolves around the particular school selected. So you can select the school that you want to use and then target that school for everything else that you do. One more interesting feature about creating schools that we'll go ahead and include in this video is that by coming to schools here, now you notice that I had gone through the painstaking effort of setting up that first school. Well, now I have a brand new school, and if we come in here and take a look at the school setup, you'll notice that BSKO Branch has no rank, has no templates, has no activities, no groups, no nothing. So in order to avoid having to set this school up by hand, we can take an existing school, copy its settings by clicking this click here to copy settings from one school to another. So we're going to choose the My Test School as the source. We're going to choose the branch school, the one that we just created, as the branch, and I'm going to hit the copy button. Once we do that, now you'll notice the ranking system is now copied over to the branch. The class templates are copied over to the branch. The categories, activities, user groups, everything. Everything was copied over. The only thing that wasn't copied over was the user-defined fields. So everything else goes over just fine. We'll probably have an enhancement in the system to make the user-defined fields go over as well. So now you've got the school set up, now you've got both schools set up identically, and you should be able to take this second school and begin manipulating it. Now, whenever you add something to one school, if you want it to all the schools, you are going to have to add it by hand. But at least this way you can get started a little bit quicker. Hopefully, if you have multiple schools, you can delegate that responsibility out to the various school administrators, and that way you don't have to have one person doing everything. All right, so that's basically how we manipulate the schools.